Hello YouTube, it's been a while since I've done one of these, but this is something different, a little something different. So I've been playing 40k like I've told you guys. You guys saw my last video of the army that I'm building. It was ADmech, and when you build ADmech, eventually you're going to build some knights. So what I decided to do was have a little battle report of things I've actually gotten. Unfortunately, you fantasy players out there, I've traded in my beastmen for a substantial amount of 40k models, so I got quite a bit of stuff. But anyway, I decided to play against my friend here. He has the Imperial Guard army, a very well painted Imperial Guard army. I have three knights, one Atropos, one errant, and one Crusader. This is the deployment pretty much. This is the not the spearhead, but the first one. Okay, so this is the first turn. Yeah, this is what his side is looking like. So what I'm trying to do is try to slow these flyers down, and we're gonna roll to see who goes first. I get to go first. He tries to steal, but he does not steal. So yeah, so what I really want to do is I want to take his Bane Blade back in the back, and I want to try to lock that thing down. So what needs to happen? I need to push forward pretty hard. So I push everything forward really hard. You see his guys over here. He's got some guys over there, some flyers, some type of Forge World flyer. I have the Atropos Knight. He's way out in the front. The Electro Priests make it into his lines and actually go into close combat and tear his guys up. Pretty bad acquisition at any cost. And then I have the Drill in a place where he got into close combat, and he was able to take out two guys on the way in. It rolled pretty badly, but I'm happy with it. You know, there it is. There, the drill. The drill. I infiltrated the drills. The new FAQ rules. So it moved up 9. Then it moved up another. Then I dropped the guys off. Moved up another 8, and then it actually charged in the first turn. So it was actually pretty good. Still, you see that he has a flyer in front of his Bane Blade. Now this is going to be important because now the drill is right there next to his Bane Blade. He does not want to move out of that corner because he's not going to want to get that drill, let that drill get into close combat. But though the drill is not a Bane Blade, the drill can hurt such a machine. And then here we go. We have some guys that he flies up in his turn. He drops them out in my back line. This is turn 1, bottom of turn 1. So kind of worried about this because he drops right behind my Warlord, and my Warlord is just there to fix machines. It's not really there to do much else. My Crusader is back there, but the problem with the Crusader is he can't really countercharge with the heroic intervention because, well, they're on the second floor. I also pushed up my troops over here to grab this objective. There's 2 units of Styges and 1 unit of Goriah. I'm hoping that the Goriah can have a little bit more just a good grit to stand there and hold an objective. So the drill does its job. Eventually we kill the guys that he ran into. Well, the guys actually backed into the building. He jumped out of close combat, back into the building. The drill went around in my phase, and I moved the knights like so, right there next to it. Now notice where the drill is. Notice where the knight is. That's an Atropos Knight. He gets a pretty good amount of charge. He also has he has Landstrider. So I totally forgot that every unit within, I think, 6 inches of him gets an extra 2 inches too with Landstrider. The hoplites are there with the acquisition at any cost in the center of the field. He does end up killing my Warlord in his shooting phase, so that was rough, but it's not that bad. I was able to do quite a bit of damage onto his flyer in my following turn. The flyer did very little damage to the knight, but however, this is not over yet for him. He still has another flyer and a Bane Blade. The big flyer, his Forge World flyer, is out to the right, and he's not in this picture. Let's see. Actually, I think in this picture, I think I killed it. I killed it pretty quickly with the thermal cannon off the errant. And so he's holding that objective over there. So I was just pretty much just grabbing objectives and holding them pretty well. We're not playing we're playing the ITC. You can't see under the second floor or whatever, but very few of these buildings actually have a first floor. It's all second floor stuff, as you can see. He actually had a tech priest. The tech priest was going to go, he went over there to actually fix the Baneblade. The Baneblade fired off all of its weapons because it has steel behemoth. So, you know, but definitely the Baneblade is not going to deal with that knight over on to the right of the right side of the board. So I got the Baneblade locked in. He can't really move because he's already far degraded. It's down to like 3 wounds, and so he can't really move that far. So he's not going to get away from that knight. He pretty much just can't. And then over here he drops, he parachute drops some guys down to my back lines. A lot of plasma from these scions. That's what he's using this models for. It's well painted stuff. I mean, it's just good looking stuff. It would be sad to see him go. And he dropped down a character down here. This is after the Avenger Gatling Cannon did their work against the Scion unit. That's what's left. He has a looks like a commissar and a Scion leader or whatever. I don't know what that's called, but yeah, it's just like, damn, what do we do now, guys? You can just go after this tech priest. So he ends up charging the tech priest. Now, mind you, remember, when you take those stratagems at the beginning, you actually turn that knight into a character. So that knight, I was like, oh, he charged my damn tech priest. Oh, crap. You did 2 wounds against him. The tech priest is still alive. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and heroic intervene. Try to save those points. We're playing Maelstrom list. So Maelstrom, I'm trying to pretty much like slow him down from making any extra points. And he's the character to make some points. And so heroic intervene, the knight jumps over there. This is going to be a foregone conclusion. In my mind, I'm going to just dance all over. We're going to do a river dance. We're going to, some yodeling. And yeah, it's going to be good. Over here, the ADmech are just holding down this objective. I mean, we're not going anywhere. Stygius is -1 to hit, so they can be difficult to take off on an objective, especially if I have knights putting pressure in your backlines. The knight actually finished off killing the Baneblade, and so now the knight, in my turn, the knight actually moves over, and he's coming towards this right side of the field. We're kind of going across. I grab the objective up there with another Stygius unit. Over here, this unit, this knight over here, the errant. He's going to shoot the living piss out of those scions over there. We are coming to the end of the game. My opponent, he's a good guy. He's very, very nice guy, very good spirited guy. I like him. But at the same time, you brought a Baneblade. You know what I'm saying? I got these knights. It's going to go one way or the other. He did kill one of my units of Vanguard, though. Salary to see them go. We still have some Goriah guys there, so they're holding tight. He did a few wounds on the errant over there with his plasma, and I was telling my opponent, I was like, if you focused firepower on one knight at a time, it would have been better off for you. You could actually do something. I did not bring Special C, the Castellan, because a lot of people say that the Crusader is not a good knight because the Castellan exists. Well, in a bubble, yes, but Castellan can lend a hand to. A Crusader can lead a hand to a Castellan. That was pretty much the end of the game. I mean, they thunderstomped the crap out of those guys. They ended up dying. Then the Hoplites finished off the rest of the Imperial Guard. He had maybe 1 character on the field. It was actually his warlord. But at that point, I didn't have any objectives that I needed to kill the warlord with, so I gave him mercy. The ADmech are strong. My Imperial Guard player, he's not a tournament player, but he's still learning some things, and I commend him for his ability to paint. He's very good. He's very, very, very good. It's all hand painted. He doesn't airbrush, but it was a fun game, and I enjoyed it. It was 2,200 points, so it was a little bit extra more than your 2,000 points. So that was just game for pretty much for fun. It was like, you want to play a game? Yeah. You want to do more than 2,500 and 2,000 points? Yeah. Let's do 2,500, 2,200. Like, okay. So the drill did very well. I think the drill is the way of the future when coming to this new FAQ. ADmech is in a better position now. Gun lines still work. ADmech has a lot of tricks up his sleeves. I think they would be a good army to go along with the Knights, since the CP battery is not in effect anymore. But I do think that, yeah, I still think Knights are still viable. It's not. It's just you're just gonna have to do it a different way. You're not gonna be able to do it with the CP battery. You know, as it goes to the Beastmen, I was able to get an actual whole Nerva army. Not the army that you see in this picture, but it was a good Nerva army. 2 Demon Princes, a bunch of Chaos Warriors, some Plague drones or whatever you call them, like the things that run around with the 3 legs or whatever you call it. This is a picture of a drill that I painted for somebody, and it made me want to get my own drill, so I got my own drill. I'm also working on this Knight. I'm going to try to put as much detail as possible. I'm going to put my foot in, but it's going to be a fun-looking Knight. But anyway, did the FAQ actually stop infiltration, first turn charges? Depends on your point of view. I mean, I do believe that they're going in the direction of trying to help out gunline armies, but at the same time, certain armies can actually get an advantage. Like if you move more than 6 inches and you infiltrate, you can still get across the field and do a first turn charge. Nothing changed. Now, you do have some more tactical options in the way that infiltration actually works, because you don't have to move at the enemy. You can move in the opposite direction of the enemy. You can move, you can pretty much do a pull audible with the infiltration rules as they are. So I think it's actually more tactically flexible now. Should you ADmech guys throw away your Electro Priests? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have 30 of them. Okay. In the last battle I played in, all 30 got into close combat at one point in time. It was awesome. But I hope you guys enjoyed this battle report. It's not something usual. I hate watching battle reports for 2-3 hours. I usually fall asleep right in the middle of them, all the extra commentary a lot of times is not necessary. You got all the noise and moving the camera and all that stuff. Just get to the point. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. See you later.